is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus.
And it's your boy, Don Wannabe, back in the house once again.
And we
I was like, hi, I'm Sabrina.
Yeah, we're gonna welcome you to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. You know, kind of like old time's sake, but you punched in. I like that. That's good. No, that's good. This is Sabrina, and we're gonna introduce her. Like, this is kind of wild. So forever hold your peace. If any of that intro sounded familiar to you, please let us know. But I think we're might be introducing you to TOTO, Africa.
I think you are. I don't think I've heard this before.
I feel like that's one of those riffs that if you've heard it, it like sticks in your brain. You always kind of remember it. It's kind of an earworm.
And it didn't
ring a bell.
See,
didn't. I do not believe this, but
maybe I should hear the lyrics.
I'm super excited to introduce you to some dad rock. Are you ready? Are you ready for some dad rock?
I'm excited for it. I like this kind of music.
I'm pretty sure this is one of the songs they're mainly known for. Like, this is their I think this is their biggest joint.
This is their banger.
Mm-hmm.
To me, their banger is "Hold the Line."
Yeah, that one is like, it just makes me want to run through a wall. You know what I mean?
Factorals.
I love that song.
You guys, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel, y'all.
Podcast, malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys.
Right.
Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, support the original content on the channel. I'm gonna link both of their channels because they got some new stuff they're working on in the description. In there, I have a membership as well. If you want access to these reactions early, just click that link. There's a huge catalog of reactions that haven't been released to the public. I update it every day. Regardless, thank you so much for the support. And yo, shout out to all the members. Let's get it popping. You guys, you ready to check out TOTO for the first time?
I'm very excited.
We're like her cheerleaders today.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do you want me to run it back?
Yeah, started from the beginning, man. What, man? You've been out the loop that long? Man.
You finally let me out of my cave.
Hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say,
Bro, that kind of looked like our old DJ, Josh, a little bit.
Oh,
that dude?
Yeah.
Did you catch that or am I tripping?
No, he kind of looked like Josh.
hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gotta take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never The wild dog.
All right, so how are you feeling about this so far?
I've never heard it before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, genuinely. I've never heard this one before. I like the intro and I like the music video so far.
Okay. Yeah, I believe so. So on different songs, I forget. So I think Bobby and David took the lead. They're both singing on this song. And as I re-listened to it, that intro, it's like the sounds are like super catchy, but as the hook comes in, you get some guitars in the backdrop. And sometimes I forget like how the music's kind of there's like a little it's more complex than today's pop. Because this is pop. This is a pop hit. And this is what I started to notice about TOTO and the Beach Boys. Like if you really like, you'll be like, catch a wave and I'm sitting on top of the world. And you're just like, oh, but you don't really, as me being, I guess, what am I, Gen X, and just not really exposed to this music, I didn't realize how complex and intricate the music actually is. And it's actually kind of sad that it took me this long to actually notice that and then highlight it.
Compare this in these lyrics to mumble rap, current mumble
Oh my
rap.
God.
So a couple things. One thing, I was today years old, and I love this song. I actually play this song, frequently. But I was today years old realizing that he says, I bless the rains down in Africa. I always thought it was, I miss the rains down in Africa. So my whole life, that's how I've been singing it.
This way is better. I like that.
I bless
It's
the rains down
catchy.
in Africa. But one thing, having the lyrics up, like I listened to them, but to your point, the thing that I've noticed is that like it's the storytelling, is just so good. He's talking about catching a flight, meeting an old man, trying to see if he can get a good story or a melody, like a song out of him. And it's like painting this whole picture, and it's very descriptive, but at the same time, like kind of abstract.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I feel like a lot of music today
Nowadays.
is kind of shallow. It's just like very surface.
Yep.
I got something to add to that, but I'll add it later in the reaction. Yeah, you guys go to her channel and check out some of the reactions she's doing, and put her on game in the comments like you guys do me, because that's how I learned so much about a lot of the stuff we react to. And I just really enjoy like getting people together to stuff that I hadn't heard, that I heard, and then being like, yo, check this out. Obvious Don has heard this, but this is cool that you get
It
to
is.
rock
I
with
like
us.
the storyteller music. I like the music back at this time because I've done a lot of reactions with this kind of era of music, and I love how it's a whole journey from start to
Sure.
finish, and it changes over the course of the song
Sure.
too.
Hell yeah. Well, let's get it, y'all. Here we go.
Dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. We're gonna take some time to do the things we never hurry, boy, she's waiting there.
That's crazy. So this whole time, that sound there, I never knew he was just playing it on a synthesizer.
I'm actually glad you paused it, because I was thinking that, I was just like, yo, these things that you hear in general, like sometimes you just chalk it up.
Like
you're
I
just-
thought it was
one of
like a
those, like,
flute or like it's just a
Yeah.
weird sound. I didn't know what it was, and then I'm like, what? This whole time, that's what it was.
That's so weird you paused it, because I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, like you said, a flute or something. Like, so, and then that, yeah.
And again, like I love this song. I've never seen the video, so I just kind of
I love
never-
the jungle vibe in it, which makes sense because Africa.
You want to know a crazy fact? I think this is a fact. If I'm spitting fake news, you guys go crazy on me in the comments. Hit me with the roast. But when this had been written and all of that, they had never been to Africa.
Interesting. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the connection was. Is like, he's talking about having jungle fever? Is that what we're talking about? Because I saw the black lady,
biblical.
and I was like, oh, is that what we're talking about
Yo,
here?
that's
But then I
that's
always
an
get-
80s term. You're about to get canceled.
I know, and I always get roasted
'Cause
for
I'm the
making
product of
jokes
jungle
because I
fever.
try to be funny and lighten things up, and people hate.
I thought it was like biblical. I thought that they were like performing on a Bible for some reason. Like the stack
Yeah.
of books
Oh,
kind
okay.
of
Yeah.
gave me like Bible vibes.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
And then blessing waters in Africa.
Now, am I wrong on this? Because I feel like we went into this before, but with Toto, weren't they like all session musicians? Is that how they got together? Is it the?
I forget, actually.
Oh, let me know. Am I thinking of another
I'm
band?
about to ask.
What does that mean? Just like they all play a piece? Like
I
they do
might be
everything?
confusing this. So there's like a session musician, basically like in LA or any of these places where you do, recording, there's artists that they bring in specifically for sessions. So sometimes like the band, believe it or not, people hate to hear this, but the artist may not be that good at playing. So for the actual recording, they might bring in like a drummer or a guitarist who's just like a master of their craft to go record the song.
I've never heard of that before.
And then, the band will perform it. But for that recording, they basically need like an expert who's like a really good drummer or pianist or guitarist or whatever. And I couldn't remember if it was Toto that they were all these like different, like, just like really good musicians who did recordings and then came together as a band. So
Dude,
you'll
I
have to
wanna know
remind
that
me.
right now, actually. Hold on. So what's the question?
I can't remember if it was them or
Is
if
Toto
it
session
or if it was like Boston.
a session band?
Yeah.
Is that the
Artist?
question?
Yeah. Were they
Was Toto a session band, or did they play and write all of their own music? Question mark.
No, I was more if they were session musicians.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have never heard of
To
that term.
clarify, we're asking was Toto session musicians? Let's see here.
This is going to be one of
I couldn't wait for the comments. for
I
this
love
one.
these music videos back at this time too.
Yes.
Because they're just so all over the
So
place.
Toto was made up of top tier session musicians.
bing, bing, bing.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Can I finish? Before they became a band, that's one of the things that made them so elite musically.
Okay.
So they were the session musicians.
Yes.
People would hire. So
Hire
what?
them.
Okay. So
Oh,
I was.
okay.
This is why I had to ask, because I thought you were saying they weren't doing it. They were bringing in session
No.
musicians. You're saying they are the session musicians.
Yes.
So they're like the elite of.
So
the
they're like
elite.
the pro
Now I get
Best of the
it.
assassins.
best.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like the
And
killers.
This
that-
is why their music sounds the way.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get back to our
That's very unique.
spiritual calling to Africa.
Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. 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 Gonna take some time to do the things we never
So the most catchy part is that synthesizer. That's insane. Yeah, the little kid thing. Yeah.
Xylophone.
Is that what those are called?
Yeah.
I always mix those up with kazoos. I always thought I don't know, man. What the hell's wrong with me? Well, I have a reaction channel, I guess. I'm so like, I didn't realize
Kazoo.
how. Yeah, I thought a kazoo was called a
It's like
xylophone,
Yeah.
but it's literally goes kazoo.
yeah.
I'm silly, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, you learn something new every day. Anyways, how you feeling, man? This is really your reaction.
I
We're
can't
just
believe
here.
that I've never seen this or heard this before. If this is like one of their big hits and I've never heard it,
Yeah.
that's crazy to me. I like that I got to watch it with the official music video as well. I feel like every time I was focusing on the lyrics, I wasn't quite understanding the whole, like,
The
story
story.
behind the song.
Sure.
Yeah.
I still am a little confused about the Africa connection. I've been listening to it for 20 years. So
I think it's an abstract story or a picture being painted of this yearning to go to Africa, and then this dilemma between leaving like your significant other for this place that you kind of dream about or fantasize about. I think overall it's more like an art piece of us having yearnings for things but being in a certain place. I don't know if they meant to do that. That's just my
Mhm.
That's
interpretation
real
of
deep.
it.
Yeah, that's like a whole different. I didn't even think of that at all.
So I don't know. That's just how I interpret it. But
yeah, so that's what I was gonna say is that it's when a lot of these artists, what I've noticed is there's a similarity in the sense that they're like kind of abstract. They don't just spell it out for you.
Especially if you compare it with the music video, because they could be saying something completely different, but the actual music video itself is a whole different story. So
Yeah.
then you're getting two different
Visions.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I think makes this music so timeless and classic, is that like it's not just spelled out for you all the time. You get to put your own interpretation, and sometimes you'll listen to it at like one era of your life and it has a certain meaning. Then you listen to it later and you're like, oh no, this is actually a song about like loss or losing a loved one, or you know what I mean? It like can change over
And
time.
it tickles your brain.
Yeah.
And it's like a tickle brain.
Yeah, you have
tickle
to
song.
think.
All of it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
These type of songs, the reason I enjoy doing these ones on my channel the most is because they're considered classic. But I wonder what from our era would be considered classic. I'm gonna go off of that note because like there is something to this pocket of sound. The more I react to it, I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like they really encapsulated the time, emotion, feeling. Like I always say this is always my little description of a classic, but it's what they're going to play on the spaceships when we go to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like some music from Outkast landed in that space because it's like different, it's unique, it takes like
Isolated sounds.
Maybe Wu-Tang Clan then too, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Something that kind of changed the trajectory of a whole genre.
yes, and just did something different, because it's like with Outkast, it's like you think of like about like Miss Jackson, it's like anybody can sing that, and anybody that's like, you know, listening to it now like recognizes like, oh, this is like something different and unique.
It's not just the same thing going
yeah,
over
the
and
pop
over and over
formula
and over.
that
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we're gonna do this little thing,
It's
and
a lot of this all over the place.
Yeah.
And then a solid.
Yeah.
You guys, you know, so we're having this convo. I'm just not, I was thinking about how I just went like this. I'm not used to being in the middle. Yo, I'm always on this side and then talking to my guests. So I was like, oh, I just realized that. Anyways,
now you got to go like this.
it's tight. It's
You're
cool.
like an owl. You're just head spinning.
I hope you guys enjoyed this first time reaction having Sabrina on the channel. Make sure you jump over to her channel, show some support, rock with her, help her learn about some of the things she hasn't, you know, been exposed to. We have fun on the YouTubes doing that. Don's back in the building. He's got some things going on. All of that's in the description. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.